Welcome to Friday Night Frenzy, once again presented by the Venice Pub and Pizzeria of Ishpeming. I'm Jerry Taylor. Now, you can make a very valid argument that the best boys basketball teams in the UP reside in Class D this season. Earlier this week, Munising traveled to Marquette, and the Mustangs took down the Redmen. In fact, the number 2, number 3, and number 4 teams from the Little 5 poll were all in action tonight, so let's start there. We begin in Powers, where the number 2 Jets welcome Bark River Harris to town. First quarter, North Central works the ball right to the near side corner. Jason Whitens buries the 3 ball for the home team. Not to be outdone from downtown, Bryce Sundquist finds Jacob Greenfield alone in the corner for 3. Greenfield, green grass is good. He knocks it down. Things, though, very much back and forth in the first. Rob Granquist decides to take it himself. Nice decision. Rob broke the 1,000 career point mark tonight. Congrats to him. Back to the Broncos. Josh Medalinsky feeds it down low in the baseline. Ryan Arndt. Ain't Arndt right? It is right. He hits the long 2, but the night belonged to the JETS Jets. They remain undefeated with a blowout win against the Broncos. Next up, we head to Alger County, where the number 3 Mustangs welcomed Gwynn. First quarter, Nick Sirconi going to drive through traffic, and he hits the bucket for a 3-2 lead. More from the horses. Alex Hill going to get a little bit more than 2 points here as he gets the hoop and the harm for a 3-point play. 6-2 home team. Gwynn would tie it up a short time later. Jonah Norman gets the field goal to fall, making it a 6-6 game. Alex Hill had his way, though, with the Model 10 D tonight. He's surrounded by 5 guys, and he still takes it to the hole. He had 15 points. Gwynn not backing down. Jonah Norman was feeling it early from downtown. You betcha. Norman knocks down the trifecta. Garrett Blank tickles the twine for Munising here as the Mustangs stay undefeated. 53-39 the final over Gwynn. Next up, back to the Southern UP. Number 4 Forest Park taking on Kearney Nadeau. Third quarter action, the Trojans up by 8. Michael Baumler, I believe it's Michael Baumler, is going to hit the 3 ball here, pulling his team to within 5 points. Forest Park now on the move. The ball eventually gets down low in the hands of Austin Carlson, who makes no mistake. He lays it up, he lays it in. Every time the Trojans pulled out in front, the Wolves would reel them right back in. Justin Ernst drives to the hoop, and the finger roll rolls in. CN down just a touchdown. Forest Park kept going right to the hoop. Here's a prime example. Daniel Nasserini. No one could stop him in football. No one could stop him in basketball. Kearney Nadeau put up a good fight, but the Trojans win it 47-40. Another boys basketball action in Class D. North Dickinson won a tight one at home over the Mid-Penn Wolverines. 40-34 that game at Mid-Penn, I should say. Make sure I get that clear. And Superior Central left Rapid River with a 44-42 victory. Let's go to the Copper Country, where the Gremlins took on the Copper Kings at home. First quarter, 3-2 Calumet. Rai Chen gets it back up top to Sean Hislop, who guns down a 3 for a 2-point Houghton lead. Calumet not backing down. Wyatt Locust and Nate Piety play a little give and go. Locust finishes off the window, putting the Copper Kings up by 1. Late in the opening quarter, the Gremlins work the ball inside, then out. Justin Rutsala, no doubt about that one. He hits the 3, giving the home team a 5-point lead. Back the other way, Piety off the glass and in, courtesy of a nice pass there from Pete Anderson. Calumet, though, was down double digits. Hunter Richards spots up and hits the 3 for Houghton after a tough loss last night at Negaunee. The Gremlins rebound to win it, 52-32. Another Copper Country action, Chassell won at Hancock, 61-41. Lance also went on the road, 62-47 over the Panthers. Lakeland and Hubble's Brett Plaisant and Tyler Roos combined for 52 points in the Lake's big win versus Dollar Bay. Hawks forward Philip Koski had 27 in Republic Michigani's victory at Baraga. By the way, Zach Darcy had 21 points in the game for the Vikings. And it was Jeffers by just 2 over Watersmeet, 45-43. Back to the goods. Manistee played at Negaunee tonight. The Miners in action for the second time in as many nights. First quarter, Negaunee went to work. Rob Lloyd draws 2 defenders. Jay Laurie leaving him the easiest bucket he'll ever score in his entire career. Ed Merritt called an early timeout to try and get his guys going. However, Negaunee kept scoring. Drake Tumanen from the far side elbow gets the J to fall. Here comes Manistee. Brett Anilin drives, stops, pops, and drops a jumper off the window and in for 2. Later, Dylan Strasser out of a bad situation into a good situation. Strasser, 2 more points for Manistee. for Negaunee. Dylan Tasson going to knock down the jumper from the near side elbow. Negaunee won this one easily, 68-31 the final there. The Miners rebound after a tough loss this week earlier against Iron Mountain with 2 wins to end the week. In girls basketball, Escanaba 20 better than Iron Mountain, 64-44, and Marquette behind an 18-point performance from Therese Leedy defeated Menominee 68-33. And we have to take a quick commercial break, but up next it's time for a little bit of college hockey action from Houghton and Marquette. That's straight ahead on Friday Night Frenzy right here on the UP Sports Authority. You know it, ABC 10. Welcome back once again to the Frenzy, presented by the Venice Pub and Pizzeria of Ishpeming. The Michigan Tech Huskies swept Alaska last week, pulling within 4 points of first place Minnesota State. The Huskies back at home tonight against Alabama Huntsville. No score after one. Let's go to the second. The Huskies in full attack mode. Alex Patan lights the lamp thanks to a little traffic in front. It's 1-0 MTU. Just under 90 seconds later, more from the home team. Blake Pietla going to throw a backhand shot on goal. That beats Carmine Guerrero, making it a 2-0 game in favor of Michigan Tech. The Huskies kept the pressure on the Chargers at that end of the ice in the second. Malcolm Gould puts it home, giving Tech a 3-0 lead after 2 periods of play. To the third, Huntsville going to turn it over in their own zone. Joel Lesperance scores as pretty of a goal as you'll ever see in college hockey. Top shelf via the backhand. This one, all Michigan Tech as the Huskies win at 5-0. Here's head coach Mel Pearson after the game.
I thought our team did a real good job. I'm really proud of our players being dialed in and ready right from the get-go tonight. Even though we didn't score in the first period, I thought we had a real good start and carried the play, and the guys were ready to play. And like I said, these are the tough games to play, and I told the team afterward, the biggest number I'm proud about tonight is the 0.
Jamie Phillips was the reason behind that 0. He stopped all 20 shots that he faced. Game time tomorrow night between the two teams, 7:07 p.m. In Marquette, the NMU hockey team battled Alaska Anchorage. The Wildcats wanted to get off to a good start, and they did just that. 23 seconds in, Ryan Kesty throws the puck at the goal, and it goes in. 1-0 NMU. A scary moment, though, for the Cats. A little over 2 minutes later, Matthias Dahlstrom gets blown over by a pair of skaters, and he could not get up. Dahlstrom couldn't put any weight on his right leg. Derek Dunn came into the game for NMU. In the second, Gerard Hansen scores a pretty goal. Watch him from Zach Diamantoni. Tips it, top shelf. Sammy Solomon also with the assist. 2-1 Wildcats. To the third, NMU on the power play. Remember, they struggled there. They get not 1 but 2 power play goals. That one there from Brock Maschmeyer. NMU wins at 5-3 over the Seawolves. Here's Walt Kyle.
They know how, what Matthias means to us, and when we lose him, it's a big deal. So I was really proud of them. I was really proud of Dunner. And Dunner's one of those kids that he's just an unbelievable person. He shows up every day and works as hard as he can.
Minnesota State picked up 2 points with a 5-1 win at home against Fair State. Bemidji State pulls the upset at home, 5-2 over Bowling Green. Quickly, college hockey. Pair of losses tonight for the Finlandia Lions hockey teams. In high school hockey, it was Escanaba falling to Houghton 4-0. Kel Markham 2 goals, and the shutout to Marcus Gloss. He stopped all 24 shots. I'm out of time. Jimmy Kimmel is on the way next. Have yourselves a great weekend. Good night.